Hi guys, this is what I read in March. Unbreakable by Kami Garcia. This is YA fiction and it gets a... well, it was okay. This book is basically about this teenage girl named Kennedy who starts seeing ghosts and gets saved by these twin boys. So, yeah. I didn't really enjoy it that much because I don't know what it is with YA fiction and love triangles. I just don't get it. Why it is so popular, but it's one thing that really bothered me. And I agree with a lot of people who compare it to an episode of Supernatural. The Undead Pool by Kim Harrison, and this gets a thumbs up. I said it many times before, Kim Harrison is one of my favorite authors. This is book 12. I cannot give you a summary of this book because it obviously would be a major spoiler, but the main thing, it's an urban fantasy about the main character, Rachel Morgan, who is a witch, and she starts a PI business with one of her colleagues, Ivy, who's a vampire, and a pixie named Jinx. They live in a world where Inderlanders exist. So Inderlanders are witches, pixies, werewolves, banshees, and so on. It's an amazing series, so it's going to be over soon, but it's a fantastic book. The next thing is Lock and Key, Volume 5, Clockworks by Joe Hill and Gabriel Rodriguez. Thumbs up. We finally get some information, like information about the past, and I can't wait. I just want to know what the next one is going to be about. The next book that I've read is The Help by Kathryn Stockett. I have never read anything like this before. I usually go for like urban fantasies or fantasy fiction, but I really enjoyed it. It had such heart and soul. It was a beautiful, touching story. So the next one is Hunting Ground by Patricia Briggs. This is the second book in the Alpha and Omega series. Well, the story continues from book 1, so without saying too much about it, so this is an urban fantasy about werewolves. I mean, there are some other creatures in this particular universe, but like the main thing are werewolves. I usually don't go for the werewolf urban fantasies because I usually don't like them that much, but Patricia Briggs is really good at explaining her world and her werewolves and how their bond is and how like the pack magic works. It's really cool. So this gets a thumbs up. Y the Last Man, Volume 4, Safe Word by Brian Vaughan. So the story takes place shortly before all men are killed off by something. We don't know yet. But there's one guy named Yorick and his pet monkey who survived this plague or whatever it was. And so now he's on his way with a couple of other people. This particular volume, it was good. Finally see like some sense in Europe. Like it gets a almost thumbs up. It was okay, but it wasn't my favorite. The last thing that I've read is a short story, and it was a Kindle free book, and it's called Outcome by Edward W. Robertson, and this is part of the Breakers series, and this is the prequel to the first book, Breakers. And Breakers was also a Kindle free, I think. And so the story is basically, the story of the prequel is that the main character, Allie, finds out there are way too many people getting sick, and it's, you know, it's going to be wiping out a lot of people, if not like everyone. So she tries to convince the people she works for that this is bad. You know, we need to do something, and they don't take her seriously. So she takes off and tries to find her ex-fiance and like to try to keep him safe. It's pretty good. I really enjoyed it. It gets a thumbs up. I will continue with the series. I will read the first book. And the thing that's also great is that there are no zombies in it. Normally the new thing with like a virus takes place, it's always zombies, and I really enjoyed it that this wasn't the case. Thank you for watching, and until then, bye.